Hi, Kevin Kranson, a child behavior specialist here. I thought I'd give a reaction to an extreme situation so you could see what I would do in this case. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I see is these students are huge. When I work with students this big, I like to remind them to keep me safe. Like, they need to keep me safe, keep everyone safe. Because right now, that lady cannot physically stop them. I would not be able to physically stop them. It's up to them to remain calm and control their emotions. I really hope that beforehand, that people have strong relationships with these students so they can help de-escalate this situation. It seems though that the key to solving this is to get these kids separated and to remain calm. It's kind of like a bull who sees red. They are pissed at each other, and the antecedent is their anger at each other, and we need to find a way to separate them, because if they keep on seeing red, they're not going to calm down. So let's kind of see what happens from here. So I am seeing physical aggression. Luckily, he pushed his friend and not the staff member. So I would be really just careful with what I do right now, because we don't want this kid to hurt anybody. And so I would just remain calm, use really small, short phrases like walk away, stay safe, walk away, very calm and a very safe demeanor to try to get the kids to go away. Personally, the one on our screen right now, the student, he's going to be really hard to separate. I would actually try to get the other student to separate quicker because he's not as physically aggressive. So I would really I'd be trying to get the other kid out because I think he's easier to get out. But let's kind of see what happens from here. Police officer right there. Let me get this card real quick. The police officer is doing a fantastic job. He has palms, he's not showing fists. He's not antagonizing the student. It looks like he's saying really calm, neutral phrases to get the student to walk away. He needs to understand it's not worth it. You should not get in trouble. You shouldn't get in trouble over an argument. You shouldn't hurt anybody over an argument. And the officer is just trying to get him to calm down and see that. He's doing a great job. So the officer, again, is doing a good job not restraining. Again, he's not hurting anybody. There's no one is in danger at the moment. Right now, it's just yelling. There's no fist being thrown. So the officer's handling everything perfectly. I just really want to make sure that nobody gets hurt, especially the staff member in the middle. We really don't want her to get hurt. Luckily, it seems like he's not actually trying to fight. He's just antagonizing this student to kind of get physically aggressive. The goal right now is to keep everybody safe. She should be focusing on getting him out. He's going to be easier to get out. And the police officer is doing a great job trying to focus on getting him to walk away. Again, police officer is doing a perfect job. He's not threatening him. He's just slowly guiding him out. The student's eyes are still on the other kid. He's still super angry. And this is not going to de-escalate until we get these students separated. So the goal is to separate these students as safely as possible. That's perfect. He's just holding his arms really lightly, keeping him safe. This is exactly how you get the student to slowly de-escalate and walk away. This officer is doing an amazing job. This is exactly how I would get a student to leave. So we have a really good distance between them now. His eye, they can still see each other, but we're getting that distance that we want. The key is to get this student out the door, out where they cannot physically see each other. Then we can start the de-escalation and healing process. But right now we have to get them separated. Also tough just because there's a giant audience here. Like, there's so many kids. I wish we could get them evacuated, but at the same time, like, I don't think they have the staff for it, and like, it might actually cause more chaos. This would just be so much easier if there weren't all these kids looking at them, causing the other two to escalate even more.
Pushing across the table.
So right now he's walking to him again. Remember, a lot of people might think that like this student is the one who's like, you know, making everything worse. But just remember, like, I really think the student off screen is antagonizing him. He knows he can't control his emotions. So he's probably laughing, making him even more frustrated. So they are both at fault right now. I'm just super happy that he's not hurting anybody right now. He's going to go, it looks like he's going to go to the student. So the key is just to hold back on restraining unless he's going to hurt himself or hurt others. Right now he is walking over, but there's no aggression yet. So they're in each other's faces. I'm really happy that these two are not looking at staff members. Like, they're not trying to hurt staff members. They're just having an argument with each other. It's loud. They're huge, but there's no fist being thrown, which is good to see. The officers are really doing everything they can to not have to restrain, and that is the way to go. Restraining is like a last resort thing. It traumatizes kids, and it's just something that like is really like, it does not help, but it is a good safety net if they're going to hurt each other. Okay, we're starting to see what I want to see. He made the first movement to walk away by himself. No one pushed him to do that. Like, let me go back. So it looks like after this, we're going to see he looks like he actually chose to walk away, which is great. Like right there. There we go. That's perfect. That's what we want to see. Him choosing to walk away. That is perfect. That is the ending that we want to see. That is how you de-escalate a situation without having to resort to restraints. That was a really like scary thing, especially if you don't deal with it as much as these officers do. It's really scary to have to be in the middle of that. Luckily, the officers did a great job. I mean, there's been previous videos where kids had to be handcuffed. They had to be locked in rooms, like totally restrained. And it's really awesome to see a situation where the kid was able to calm himself down enough to leave the situation, and nobody got hurt. In my book, like a situation where nobody gets hurt, no restraints are necessary, is a win. Now from here, the goal is to calm the kid down, get him to de-escalate, go over a lesson with him, over like what went wrong, and like ways to fix it, how to calm himself down. Like, we don't know the cause of this. It could have been something at home. We really have no idea. So figuring out the why, doing a restorative practice is going to help both boys moving forward. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and leave any comments down below. Thank you.